Years ago, the streets were teeming with kids scrounging wood for giant communal bonfires. We've uncovered some footage of one under construction in 1962. Sacha Bigwood has traced some of the kids in the film to ask why the tradition has all but fizzled out.
This gang calls itself the Bashers, but they don't bash anybody. There's Mervyn and Barry, Johnny Rogers, Johnny Newman, the girls, and about 15 more. They're noisy, energetic, and destructive. But in October, a sense of purpose comes into their lives. At this time of year, they build a bonfire.
In 1961, the BBC filmed a gang of kids from St George. They called them the Bashers, and we've tracked two of them down. This is how they were back then. Barry Short was 13 when this was filmed.
You still got that pullover? I expect so, somewhere.
His mate Frank Cockin, who's in the armchair, was the same age. They're 68 now and haven't seen each other for 10 years. We got them back together to find out how Bristol, the Bashers and Bonfire Night have changed since then.
John Newman, do you remember John Newman? Yeah, I remember John, yeah. Couldn't get all of them. I thought Johnny Rogers couldn't get all of them.
Hi Barry. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Hi Frank.
How are
Finally nice to meet two of the Bashers.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I don't know bashing.
So it's changed a bit since you were here last.
Yeah, so have we.
Should we go inside?
Yeah.
The last time they were here, things were very different. This was a patch of derelict land. It was where they knocked about and where they built their bonfire. So out this way.
Out this way.
There's the houses.
There was a scrapyard going all the way up through there, which is a scrap car place, and that's where we used to muck about in.
Long before the City Academy was built, this was their playground. A far cry from what's on offer here now. Which one was your house?
The white one.
So this is where the bonfire was then?
Yes, originally, but if they burnt it down, then you might have to move it over there because it was all rubbish and stuff there, so you couldn't really sleep in that at night. So.
And not far from your house?
No, jump over the wall and straight onto the bonfire.
Don't seem a lot there now after all how they grew up to it.
It was from the back garden of his house that Barry's mum, seen here on the left, used to watch over them.
What do you think of the bonfire, eh?
I think they've done a very good job.
Kept them out of mischief, haven't it?
Yes. And I think it was rather a shame when they had it burnt down twice.
Yes.
I think myself that was complete jealousy.
How many times was it? 5 times we got burned. Yeah, we still had the biggest.
This is Barry, on the right.
Yeah, and the couple come up and said he ran all the bonfires so far and he said ours was the biggest.
Ours was the biggest.
It's good that was.
Tell me about the living conditions, what it was like in your house back then.
Just the front room, you could never go in because that was the Sunday room. We just lived in the back room. We had our grey lived, my older brother slept in the box room. Me and 3 other brothers slept in the back room in the same bed. My 2 sisters slept with Mum and Dad.
No central heating.
What was that? I haven't got that now.
Shitty carpets, colour telly, none of that.
Carpets.
Your mum's seen in the film,
Yeah.
watching you. Tell me a bit about your mum.
Didn't see her much. She was working all the time. She was up early to go out and do a bit of cleaning, then come back, get us ready for school, then back out again, doing some more cleaning, then 5 o'clock, back out again, doing some more cleaning. So she was working all the time, and our dad was working 7 days a week.
When they knocked the houses down, he just put a bulldozer over it and that was it.
Where did you get all your wood from?
From the old houses around there. Well,
There's plenty of wood, wasn't there?
if we didn't have a lot, we'd then go and raid another bonfire.
Yeah, but usually when we're off raiding their bonfire, they come round and raid us. That's what usually happens, isn't it?
We'd meet them on the way.
You slept in the bonfire to protect it, didn't you?
Yeah.
What would happen if you didn't?
Oh, it
It
had
had
been
been
gone.
burnt down. It had been burnt, no doubt about that. Or they bought somebody come and take it away.
How things have changed. Not many parents today would let their kids sleep out in a bonfire, let alone with candles. Another great thing about this old film is it follows the gang exploring bits of Bristol as they were back then, giving us a chance to compare them to now.
So what did you used to do when you used to come up to this cemetery?
Have a look around and have a laugh.
A big chunk of it was shot in Avonview Cemetery in St George.
Looks different now to how it did then.
Well, what do they want a tomb for? Why can't they bury in a grave? What's that teapot on the top for? Yeah, well, they do look. They've got a spout hanging out one end, you know. Got a thing that hangs out the other end.
That teapot up there used to have a spout. I don't know where it's gone now.
Time's taken its toll on this place, but what about Barton Hill?
So how different is this now to how it was then?
Totally. Unrecognisable.
Yeah,
Then this was here.
not as good as it used to be.
Round here, you're just don't from like, you know, nobody says, oh, look at he. Because they're all the same, they can't criticise each other. They're all of the same sort of breed. Oh, we ain't pedigree.
Barry and Frank grew up in the midst of the post-war building boom. Their neighbourhood was being cleared, making way for a different vision of the future. Barton Hill was part of that plan.
So none of these flats were here?
No. All this was just blocks of houses.
And there's the church in front of us.
Yeah.
And that hasn't changed.
I've only been in there once.
I've never been in there.
What did you do when you left school?
Oh, quite a few jobs. There was jobs, plenty of jobs. Just go and say any vacancies. Yeah, when can you start? Well, tomorrow. That's all right then. But you can't do it now.
I've done the same sort of thing. I had 3 jobs in 1 week and ended up Friday night out of work. You didn't care either in them days, did you? As long as you had a few bobs to buy some facts and some fireworks, that was all you wanted, wasn't it?
And then what did you do eventually as jobs?
I was a milkman. I was a milkman for a few years and I was a baker. And then I ended up driving a bus.
Once you leave that, there's plenty of dough in that in bakery.
Mm.
You should have left that. I was a milkman.
Were you?
Yeah. And I was Reen Campbell, fire protection safety engineer.
That's right, yeah.
So you went from messing around with bonfires.
Yeah.
To putting them out.
Putting them out.
I stop.
Another location in the film is the River Avon at Cruise Hole. The gang used to mess about here, fishing and shooting.
I'm having a whale of a turn.
Did you ever think, looking, 55 years on, you'd be back here?
No.
If you did have your rods, do you think you'd catch anything?
No. No.
So you used to come here quite a lot when
Oh
you were
yeah,
younger?
all the time. Especially in the summer, yeah. Come along on our push bikes with our rods tied to the bar, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see your boot.
Have you enjoyed looking back at the old film?
Yeah, brilliant.
It's good, isn't it?
Brilliant,
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. Wish I was there now.
One thing that's striking about this film is how Bonfire Night was very different back then. They did it all themselves. So what do the bashers think about how we do it today?
It's all organised fireworks, isn't it now? You've got to stand well back and just watch it.
Have your high-vis jacket on.
So for you, it was very much the building of the bonfire that was the exciting
That was
bit.
the fun. Yeah, that was all the fun. It's better than Christmas.
For Barry and Frank, these were the best days of their lives. And thanks to this rare BBC film, they've been captured for all of us to enjoy.